But yeah, look, all in all, Hong Kong's pretty uneventful. I was actually working for most of the time.
Yeah, well, I mean, you were working on something. We did get a little message from you on our chat about pimping out your mum's number, bro.
This was completely unnecessary. Like, I don't think I'm ever going to drive a non-Mazda in my life.
What do you mean? How could it have that much of a grip on you, bro?
No.
Welcome back to Critical Banter, the podcast that brings the Friday drinks chat to you. This week's episode, 2 returning segments. We got guest celebrity and we got what does your ex say about you? But before that, to wrap the week, we have me, Miguel, and we have Ro.
G'day, boys. Today we're drinking a Solo Zero Sugar at 9 a.m. How does that go down?
That's a very bold drink choice.
Goes down a treat. 8 out of 10.
Firstly, I got a quick public service announcement. I went to Bungalow 8 a few Fridays ago.
Why?
No, to be fair, I walked past it. Friday night, no saxophone man.
Really? He's
But
gone?
He's been replaced
No.
by a trumpet man. I'm being serious. There's a guy with the trumpet now.
Timmy Trumpet.
I don't know if that's better or worse than the saxophone.
I don't know. It's probably worse, to be honest. I think the saxophone's a better instrument.
I think so too.
Get all the brass instruments out of this venue, man.
The trumpet, what do they play on Anzac Day? Is that the trumpet?
Bugle.
Or is that it's a bugle. Yeah.
It's a form of trumpet, I believe.
Yeah, no, I'm not about the trumpets in a club.
No.
Maybe they just play Trumpets by Jason Derulo on repeat.
I didn't stay long enough to figure that part out. Secondly, good to be back sitting in my normal position. Last week, listeners, you would have noticed that me and Mig swapped for whatever reason.
We swap places.
And I got to say, sitting in your position, mate, it's a different world over there.
Yeah, this. I can say the same.
I didn't like it. I'm not going to lie to you.
I also felt unnerved, man.
Why?
The
Dude,
angles are
It
different.
put me off, man. It's actually such a different atmosphere over there.
Yeah,
No,
I don't
it is,
understand.
no,
I've swapped with bro numerous
Yeah, but
times.
that's
No,
the
that's on the
inside. The
inside.
outside's a different
Outside is
experience, man.
actually so
I saw a
different.
completely different realm here, man. It's crazy.
And did you find it better or worse?
I found it jarring. It was hard for me to concentrate.
And often your dog barks during recordings,
Yeah, if you've picked that up on the audio.
and I'm right next to the door, so I can hear it loud and clear. But over there, I didn't hear it as much.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, because in past episodes when the dog barks, I'm like, we can get through it. It's not that big of a deal. But when I sat there yesterday, dude, I couldn't focus a single bit.
Your left ear goes freaking deaf from the shrillness of the dog's barking.
Oh, this is so meta.
It
This
is very
conversation
meta, but I
is
wanna
so
say It's
meta.
good to be back, and please never put me there again.
All right, say
Kush,
less.
what have you got?
I've got a couple of updates based on my financial wars that have been going on currently. So if you remember the Book My Show where I bought IMAX tickets for my cousins and I wasn't being refunded around $50.
Oh, this is in India, right?
This is the
Yes.
India one, all right.
I've been refunded successfully.
Oh, congratulations. You got
Thank
your
you.
$7.50 back.
It's quite easy. I reached out to the bank and they were like, you know what? We see it. We're going to work with the Book My Show. And then next day, would you look at that? The money's back into my account. No dramas whatsoever.
Not too shabby, Kush. That brings your tally of against organizations to like almost you're still losing, of course, but you're getting some wins on your belt, which is good.
Well, I was about to say, you may think I'm still losing, but I might be seeing another victory on the horizon here.
Oh, is that right?
Dell Technologies Incorporation.
Here we go.
We are back. And I contacted the Fair Trading, actually, 3-4 weeks ago.
Give the listeners a quick summation of
Okay.
the journey. Quick.
Yeah, quick.
is
I'll
the
be
key
quick.
word.
Okay. Well, look, my Dell PC has gone through many problems. It died after 4 years of the purchase.
Some may think that's a perfectly reasonable time for a PC.
Well, the Australian consumer law does say that a product must have a reasonable time frame. I and my residential address have bought numerous PCs from Dell that have lasted more than at least 10 years. So 4 years, not good enough. And remember, it already had an existing problem in the first 3 months. So in the 4 years, I contacted Dell, tried to get a refund, tried to get a replacement, tried to get repairs. They were charging me extortionate amounts, I have to say. And I did not back down. And it ended. I was forced to buy a new PC for our editing escapades. And now...
Which costs, what, multiple thousands of dollars?
It's irrelevant to the story.
irrelevant to
Miguel.
the
Come
show.
on.
We didn't need to add that there. And now I was like, you know what? Last ditch effort. I'm going to contact the New South Wales Fair Trading. Gave them a contact. They're like, we'll be back in 5 weeks. So
Is this different to the ombudsman?
this is different to the ombudsman. So
back in 5 weeks.
back now, here we are, Fair Trading.
Oh,
So I contacted them 5 weeks
sorry.
ago.
5 weeks later.
5 weeks
I
later.
thought that was the update.
I'll added a little SpongeBob transition there. And so I got a call from Logan from New South Wales Fair Trading, the good man Logan. And Logan was like, he gave me the rundown. You know, we're not able to essentially be your your personal assistant in this case. We're just here to mediate. That's it.
See, that's what I got as well. This is why I just had lost faith in the system. Because they were like, we actually have no power whatsoever.
Yeah.
We can just encourage the business to do what's right. I was like, well, if you have no power, why am I contacting you?
Well, yeah, I asked that question, and they were like, typically with these big corporations, they will need to make the assessment whether it's worth to go to a tribunal or to court for one person. And will the company have resources to do so? That's kind of like the threat, or not necessarily the threat, but like, would Dell really do that? So I'm banking on that. Would Dell take me to court if I have to go to a tribunal? So the Fair Trading is going to contact them over 5 days, twice over 5 days. So we'll have an update in the next episode, and we'll see where Fair Trading and Dell mediation leads us. But I have requested a full refund now of the purchase. And
Wow.
So you want Dell to be like, look, this is one guy, this is one computer. Let's just agree and call it a day.
Correct. I want Dell to be like, look, he's gone to the Fair Trading. He's a bit serious. He's getting down to business. And we're just going to give the refund and call it a day. We don't want to waste resources to go to the tribunal. That's what I'm aiming for. And look, if it does go to tribunal, I may go to tribunal. Why not?
Yeah, represent yourself. That could be fun.
You as one man, no lawyer, no attorney, no nothing.
I think tribunals, you can't have a lawyer.
Yeah,
you just
you
It's
represent
an
yourself.
outside court. Yeah, it's meant to be like mediation before you go to court.
You can't just rock up to a tribunal like Allen's or some shit. You know
Yeah,
what I
better
mean?
call Saul. You know, you just gotta, you as you are, and you gotta plead your case to the judge.
Exactly. And so I was like, I also told him like, hey, you know, we do have the receipts of all the other PCs we've bought from our residential history. And he's like, that's good, mate. Just hold on to them.
But what does that do with anything?
Because in the tribunal, if I go to the tribunal, it shows proof that we have PCs that have lasted much longer reasonable time frame than this PC. And he was like, that's really good that you have the receipts. And I was like, no worries, man. I know how it's done in the business, bro. Don't worry. And so, yeah, hopefully more updates to come, but this could be another victory on the horizon. Just be positive, everyone. That's what I say. Be positive.
Wowee. How many Sydney podcasts are talking about civil disputes and litigation?
Against Dell,
This is
no
why
less.
you guys listen to us. Ro, you're back from your trip. How was it?
Correct. Yeah, I was gallivanting around in Hong Kong and Vietnam. It was a delightful experience. Well, actually, I stepped off the plane in Hong Kong. I landed in Hong Kong first, and immediately I was greeted with the absolute rarest of units. Once again, in the men's bathroom. So in the Hong Kong airport, the toilet, the urinals are there, but on the top of the toilet is like a screen, and it's not like just like a regular TV screen. It's in the shape of an airplane window, right?
Cool.
And so on the screen is like, I suppose, if it's during the day, it's a flyover over the Hong Kong landscape as if you were in the plane looking out the window.
That's cool.
I was like, fantastic. This is delightful. While I'm urinating, I can have a look at the Hong Kong geography.
How immersive.
The guy next to me is also, has the same idea as me. He's looking up, I guess that's what it's there for, really.
Yeah.
The problem is he's peeing with no hands. So
Sounds free.
he's got hands free at the moment. And then he's looking at the geography, that's the landscapes that have been presented on the screen, and then turns to me and then describes the geography and starts educating me on, this is Lantau Island you should really visit, because he sees I'm a foreigner. Now, I'm sitting here like, look, buddy, I just want to go to the toilet and watch the pretty greens on the picture. I don't need a geography lesson from a guy going hands free. Right? Number one rare unit. But yeah, look, all in all, Hong Kong's pretty uneventful. I was actually working for most of the time.
Yeah, well, I mean, you were working on something. We did get a little message from you on our chat about pimping out your mum's number, bro.
This was completely unnecessary. Here I am looking for more retention strategies, to draw people into the beautiful program that we have here. But I just get slandered nonstop.
I think word for word, Miguel said, your mom's number is not that strong of a pool for people to go back and listen to our prior episodes.
Just
People
quietly.
aren't that desperate for your mom's number.
We have a bunch of people who are going through the archive specifically
I know.
searching for my mother's number.
And we did say, if you do remember, that if people do go back and come back with all the numbers that have been revealed so far, we would give the rest of the number. So that is a little incentive for people to go back and listen.
Yeah, I can't believe you read the message out. These are sacred business meetings.
Business meetings, bro. It's just so random. I don't know. You probably had a great meal in Hong Kong, after you
Yes.
also used that.
This is a great idea. The boys will love this one.
It's a light bulb moment. He's done something. Let's get my mum out.
Anyways, whatever. Then to be fair, I was actually drinking overseas. So it was the first time I'd drunk in a long time. So I was getting a bit saucy and feeling like the vibes are just coming out. Ideas
One
after
or two
ideas.
beers, mum.
Yeah, just throw mum under the bus.
Wait, were you? Because I'm actually curious with that. When was the last time you had a drink? Like a year ago?
Yeah, it was probably a year ago.
So after like one drink, two drinks, when were you feeling a little?
Literally one drink. Yeah, one drink. Because
body ain't used to it.
yeah, body was not used to it. But anyways, then I go to Vietnam and I chucked a story out. I was in Da Nang and Hoi An, So I chucked a story out for any recommendations. I didn't actually do any research on any of the trips. I was just
Sounds
kind of
about right.
vibing it as I went along. So our good friend Sydney's food boy, Kev, he chucks out a recommendation called Ban Siao Ba Duong. Okay.
Any Vietnamese listeners out there, let us know his pronunciation on that.
Yeah. So Ban Siao or Ban Siao, whatever, right, is the food. It's like a Vietnamese pancake, is what it is. Ba Duong, I've got no idea where that. I guess that's just a restaurant name. Now I get a grab to the destination, and it's like an alleyway, right? And in the alleyway is maybe 15 restaurants, all with some variation of Ban Si Ba Duong. Right. So I've gone down this garden path. Sydney food boy Kev is recommending me this spot. And I've gone down to like the end of the alleyway and they all have the same name. Right. Because they're all kind of profiting off this one really famous place. I think they've just all changed their name. So I rock into a place called Ban Si Ba Duong instead. And I get there and I'm eating the food and it's a very good meal. I'm like having a great time. But I'm looking at the Instagram stories of like the actual real place. And I'm like, this is not looking like what I'm here. Because there's no one here. There's no one here. And it's the side of an alley. And there's like a stray dog who's just chilling with me in the restaurant.
That's the patrons, you and a dog.
Yeah. So I'm like, this cannot be right. But I'm enjoying my meal or whatever. Then I'm like, all right, well, let's have a look around the alleyway and see if I can actually find the real restaurant. Anyways, it's actually the shop over is the real restaurant. So I'm just like, sack this. I'm going to go in there and have a second meal because I actually want to know what it tastes like. Now, I just thought it was a brilliant idea. Like, just having all these restaurants with the exact same name, just trying to, profit off this one place that's done super well for like the foreigners or whatever. I was like, you know what? Bravo.
Could they do that here in Sydney? You walk down Angel Place and there's Toddy's Bar, Tots Bar.
Yeah.
Bar Tots, yeah, Barties.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's a brilliant strategy. I thought it was just genius for these guys to just jump on it.
The thing is, when you go to Vietnam, you'd get lost in the words because they're not familiar words, right? Do you think that can happen here in English?
No, probably not.
I think it's a bit harder.
If you were a foreigner who didn't know English, maybe it could work.
Or even if you were just a foreigner full stop and you heard of toddies, but you're getting toddies with one T.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? You're getting toddies with two eyes.
Tooties or something.
Yeah. Maybe.
I reckon you're getting so I'm pretty sure this whole business model of this restaurant is just patrons who are looking for the real one and it's like me stumbling across the other one.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I'm messing about in Vietnam for a couple of days by myself. And then one of my other workmates, Micah, he rocks up before, because it was like a company thing that I was going for. So he rocks up a couple of days early as well to chill. And so me and him decide to hit up the town. So we go to like this nice rooftop bar, have a couple of drinks. And then he's kind of feeling it. He's like, oh, you know what? Let's go to a club. I was like, you know what? Let's go to a Vietnamese club. Why not? We'll do some ratings and tier lists there as well.
So you went to Chinese Laundry?
No, come on. That's racist then.
Oh,
That's a big claim.
So we go to the Vietnamese club. It's me and Micah, and it's like super empty, but it's like a really weird vibe. There's like maybe like 20 patrons at like, by the way, 1 a.m. And the DJ's going and they've got this hype man who's just like yelling like, yeah. I'm just like, dude,
Usher.
no one's vibing this.
all 20 people.
No, there's like one guy whose whole job it is to do ad-libs on the mic. That's like his whole role.
I feel like most clubs have that.
Yeah, maybe. I
Should
don't
that
know.
be active though when there's only 20 patrons?
Yeah,
in the
that's what I
club?
mean. You probably haven't noticed because there's like 100 of people there.
Yeah.
But so whatever. The club that we went to, like the service was unbelievable. So, we ordered a Heineken. They poured it for us in a glass. They gave us ice. When the ice started to melt, they took the old ice out, replaced it with new ice. I then went to the bathroom. There was a lady in the bathroom whose whole job it was to actually wash my hands.
Well,
So you're gonna say wash something else?
No.
well, I don't get it. What?
So I'm obviously finish my business. I'm going to wash like the tap to wash my hands. She turns it on. I put my hands under her there. She squeezes the soap. I do a bit of washing there. To dry it, she actually has a towel and she wipes my hands clean.
Did she give you some geographic lessons about Vietnam as well?
Get some Windows XP wallpapers while you're at it.
I wasn't sure if I was supposed to tip her or anything like that. I didn't
Hey.
because I had no cash.
Hey, what do you mean by tipper, lad?
Hey.
This
Yeah, did you give her the
hang on. Someone washed you two shush. Someone washed your hands.
Yeah, like they washed my hands.
Am I the only one? Like, what the fuck?
It's probably because they don't have
Southeast
the
Asia, bro.
they don't have the facilities for like
How
the
does
Dyson automatic.
how does one wash someone else's hands?
No, that's what I said.
She caressed him.
She opened the tap for me. She pumped the soap into my hands, and when I needed to finish cleaning, when I need to wash my hands, dry my hands, she dried them for me.
But under
manually.
tap was just you.
Yeah,
That was all you.
She
All right,
didn't-
that's what I was confused.
Oh, so
I thought her hands were also like mangling, lathering the soap. That's what I thought. Getting in between the
Pottery where,
fingers.
like, she's guiding your hands.
Yeah, behind me, she's give me some Titanic. Oh my!
I guess it's the
goodness.
name of hygiene, right? That's what they're doing. So you don't have to touch the tap. You don't have to touch anything.
Yeah. As in, I was really enjoying this. This is like lavish treatment, to be honest.
She just lives in the bathroom all night.
Yeah, I
That's
just-
a
Like a little
gnarly
gremlin in the
existence,
corner.
She hears the tap and she
I feel like
runs.
you probably should have given her some Vietnamese dong.
yeah. I didn't have any dong at the moment. I was a card man in the club.
That's hard then, yeah.
But anyways, we were in the club, and again, there's 20 patrons. They were really weird about you moving around. Like they gave you a table. You didn't have to pay for this table, but they just like sat you on a table. And if you wanted to like move elsewhere, they were like very, a bit how you going about it. In my section on the tables around me, there was two groups of people. The first group was these two like Indian blokes who were from India, right? So just like picture that
Glad
in
you
your mind.
clarified that.
Yeah, thank you.
They weren't like Westerners. They were like from India. Now they were with them were two like beautiful Vietnamese women. Now I'm sitting here. They like invited us to dance because they saw I was brown. We were like dancing with this group, right? Now I'm sitting here like, the math is not adding up because
Why not, Ro?
the
Why
girls
not?
couldn't speak English, nor could the guys really. So I'm thinking, how are they communicating?
Love is love, man. It's the universal language.
What are you insinuating?
Yeah. Just say it.
I think we
spit it
all
out.
know what we're insinuating.
No, I
here.
don't.
Nah.
But these lovely women, were engaging in the age-old profession of high-class escorts. Now,
Women of the night.
they definitely were 100% without a doubt. in
How
my
have you
mind.
confirmed this information?
No, I haven't confirmed this information, but it's just it was.
Just
It-
hearsay then.
Maybe, but
Maybe they just want to wash their hands.
no, they didn't want to do anything. So I'm seeing this like Indian bloke, like, okay, how I confirmed it was this, right?
She just asked him.
I'm seeing this Indian
You
bloke.
saw him slip the dong over to her.
Yeah, the
Oh,
dong,
actually?
the dong was slipped. There was a little kiss, and then the dong was slipped.
Hey.
That's what he was trying to do all night, brother.
How much
Slip
you
the
reckon?
dong.
Oh, I don't know how
Could
much
you
it
see it
was.
rough? But was it a thick dong or
No,
was
the
it
thing is, dong is like you're dealing in hundreds and 200,000s.
Oh,
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
how
it's
much.
one of those currencies.
That's how much AUD, roughly.
Yeah, what's one AED over there?
So 10 AUD is like about 150k dong.
Oh,
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. So you're dealing in half a milli dongs
I see.
at that stage,
Gotcha,
right?
gotcha.
So it was a couple of notes. I didn't see it. This must have been like around 200 or 300,000, whatever. Then this group, decides to dilly dally off in the night. They all just went home together, or they went at the club at the same time. And I
Beautiful
thought,
story.
yeah, wow, look, that's how it is. That's how nightclubs are supposed to be.
Exactly.
Find your life partner. Now next to us was a couple. It was this kind of gangster looking Vietnamese dude and his girlfriend. And now we've decided to start dancing with the gangsters. We're having a good time with them. Happy days, happy days. No one really speaks English. That's all right. Google Translate was the best app, of all time. This guy goes to my friend Micah, who's like this white dude, and he's typing on Google Translate, and the translate comes back as, "Oh, my girlfriend really likes you." And then Mike is, having a bit of a laugh. He's married, by the way. He's like, "Oh, that's very funny. Thank you very much. Thank you very much." The next message that comes out on Google Translate is, "Have you ever had group sex?"
Nice. We're on.
And Micah is trying to translate back like, "No, I'm married." But he's like kind of nodding while he's like typing. And this like gangster's like getting like really excited. Oh my days. Anyways,
Did
eventually
you get invited to this as well?
no, that's the thing. I'm pretty pissed off. I was not invited to the
Girlfriend
orgy.
didn't like you, mate.
Yeah. Oh, it's a bit disrespectful, honestly, inviting one of us back.
Did Micah end up going?
No, of course not.
Why?
On record, he didn't.
Yeah.
No. We actually were a bit like, it was a bit weird, that experience, because the club was just a weird vibe. And then after the gangster us for group sex, well, not us, him,
Thank you again.
where we were like not really vibing. So we decided to leave after that. But yeah, that was the extent. And then I had my company retreat afterwards, which was super fun. But that was the extent of my Hong Kong and Vietnamese adventures.
Fair enough.
I will say, I love Asia. We're going to Japan very soon. I think Asia is really my town because you feel really, I don't know, you feel good. Your money goes a long way. And honestly, the people are quite lovely.
We're moving on to the final part of the log, which is our series Cop or Not. And this week we have KPMG's sneakers. And they are KPMG's Marks Mogelijk Limmertete en Nachhaltig Sneaker voor het Multerbieden in Deutschland. This is from Germany.
That sounded German.
was
That
not
was quite
bad.
good, yeah.
Thank you.
Was that
Thank
just
you.
gibberish though?
No,
No.
it's gibberish. It's actually, what it translates to is, I don't know, but that's what it says and what we've received from the KPMG.
We can only go for what we receive.
Correcto. And so, look, these are a fresh pair of white sneakers. They've got a nice little KPMG hashtag. Kind of small. I think smaller than what we've seen from some of the other big companies like EY and Deloitte as well. And I believe the company that they've branded with is called Flamingo's Life. So they got a nice little F etched into the sneakers. Now, white pair of sneakers, absolute classic. I feel like most people own a white pair of sneakers. What are our thoughts overall? I do not mind this one bit.
I'm a big fan because it is within the design of the sneaker, right? The F you see on the sneaker is in the base model of the sneaker. So it's not added on. And the KPMG marking is just a little hashtag KPMG in the corner.
Yeah.
Again, a hashtag is a bit rogue, but it's unassuming. It's small.
I agree.
So I was thinking, why do I like this so much, right? Because I looked at it immediately and my immediate reaction was, this is a great pair of shoes.
Kinda
It's a
fresh.
great looking, fresh pair of shoes. And I realized this because the actual company didn't do any branding in and of itself. Flamingo's Life, a beautiful Spanish branded company, vegan, does vegan shoes, sustainable brand. Delightful. They've got the F. It's a great logo that they've got going on. The hashtag KPMG on the side of the shoe, I think is not a vibe at all, in my opinion. Why couldn't they just put KPMG on like the on the what's this called? The tongue of the shoe.
Tongue?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, why do they have to shove it on the right hand side? Hashtag KPMG as if it's some sort of marketing campaign.
I agree. The hashtag does kind of ruin it. If it just had KPMG, even on the heel, I would be okay with that.
Or like the Supreme Air Force collaboration.
Yeah, exactly like that.
And what do you think? What if they kept this hashtag KPMG? What if it was like on the behind, similar to?
No, I think just hashtags
Yeah,
don't
just
belong
no
on
Yeah,
shoes.
the
text.
hashtag's a bit rogue.
Respectfully, why are you putting a hashtag on a shoe? It's like
Yeah.
some marketing executive is trying to be really Gen Z. It's like, oh, what would be trendy? Oh, let's make it hashtag this, hashtag that.
At least it's just hashtag K. I'm giving them some props. At least it's just hashtag KPMG, not hashtag KPMG intern 2023. You know what I mean? They didn't go too far. And the fact that it's small, that's how I can give it a pass. It's the design is small.
And the sneakers are fresh, man. It's a good pair. I
No,
like
but
the
it's
white
fresh.
and blue combo.
It is fresh because it's a Flamingo's Life sneaker. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not really a collaboration. KPMG have just got the shoe,
Yeah.
chucked hashtag KPMG. Everything that KPMG have done to the shoe, they've ruined it.
Nah, but it's also a KPMG colorway.
The blue.
So I don't know if the blue is on sale normally as well. Is that what if this blue is only available through KPMG?
Okay, I'll pay that. The blue looks kind of fresh.
I thought it was more of a, oh shit, you work at KPMG. Press F to pay respect. That kind of thing. F's in the chat, guys. Come on.
All right. To sum it up, would you cop this if this was free? If it was given to you for free?
I'd cop everything for free. All right? Okay, let's just make that clear.
Would you wear if it was free?
Yeah.
I'm tentatively copping this shoe. Very tentatively, though.
I'd wear it if it was given to me for free. I probably wouldn't buy it though.
Price comes into it if I have to buy it. But I would consider it. It's not one of the ones in the past where I'm not getting it at any price.
Correct.
I'm considering it and I would wear it. If I have it, I'm wearing it.
Yeah. If anything, this has got me. I'm going to click Flamingo's Life. I'm going to check the sneakers out. If anything.
Non-KPMG ones.
Right, today we're playing Guess the Celebrity. Last time we played this game, it was Guess the Actor, Guess the Actresses. But as we know, we're not too good at that. And plus, we did a couple of weeks ago the tier list, where we actually, rated our favorite cartoons and TV series, brought back some nostalgia. So today it'll be Guess the Cartoon Characters. And boys, you got the buzzers. I'm going to basically play a clip of a cartoon character speaking, and it's on you to press the buzzer first and lock in an answer.
Cool. Mick, do you want to show us your buzzer first?
Let's go.
Lockety Netty.
All right, Sen.
Overrated.
And this is myself.
Underrated.
Beautiful. All right. So we've got Migs with Lockety Netty, Sen with overrated, and Kush with underrated. All right. Cartoon character number 1.
Carrier clams. Patrick and I are sending each other.
All right, Migs with the early lock-in.
That's my mate Bob. Spongy.
SpongeBob is correct. Migs with the point on the board. The next cartoon character
This
is...
is a crazy game.
what you're doing.
I think that was Sen.
I think that was you.
No, I think Sen definitely
it?
clicked. Yeah, you clicked it first. You
Alright.
clicked it first.
Was it Homer?
It is Homer indeed.
Homer. I'm
Score.
really glad you showed us the thumbnail of the video before, so we can see all the
I
answers.
definitely
to this.
know what the next two are coming.
You know what? Let Kush have this one. Kush buzz now and then guess it, and then we'll listen to it.
No, the thing is, the thumbnail has the full characters, but if you have a look quickly, I'll give you a quick scan.
Nah, I'm not looking.
There is a lot of characters on the
And
board.
defeats the point of the game.
Who was it?
All right. 1-1. Kush yet to get off the mark. Alrighty, next cartoon character. Here we go.
Like I have a plan. How about we don't open the spooky crypt? We should have stayed back.
I think that was Sen.
Was that the giveaway for you? Not the voice.
Nah, the crypt gave
The
it
voice
away.
towards the end gave it away.
Yeah, it was Big Shaggy.
Shagos.
Scooby-Doo.
Shaggy is correct. Sen on 2 points. All right, next up.
You don't expect me to get the Wi-Fi only 16 gig version to you, but I told you I was sorry. Shouldn't say it around other.
Lock it in, Eddie.
I know which show it's from. but
Yeah,
I know the
the
show. I
characters.
kind of. Is it Cartman?
Carmen?
I don't know the answer to this. Hang on. Yes, it is Cartman.
Woo!
Eric Cartman, well done. All right, these are a 2-horse race at the moment. Sen and Migs going hard at it. Kush, let's go.
What if it isn't just lasagna? What if ravioli can talk? What if cannoli tries to beat me up? And the garlic...
Nah, I got no idea.
Who is that?
You shush. Ravioli, cannoli were the characters.
Nah.
Does that give anything?
I think
This is very gettable.
it's got every game.
What's some like Italian food type
Is this-
show?
Is this Garfield's owner? But I don't know who the owner is though. That's the thing.
You want to buzz and
Kush,
send
right?
that in?
I don't know the
If it's
name.
right, give it to him.
I don't know. Is it Garfield's owner?
It's Garfield himself.
Oh, that's heartbreaking,
Garfield.
Kush.
Oh,
That's
why
actually
did-
a pretty good guess from you. I would not have done that.
John, I think, is Garfield's.
Yeah,
owner.
John's
oh
the owner.
okay. Yeah. Well, it is what it is.
All right, bad luck, Kush. Score is still 2-2. The next cartoon character, Buzz is ready.
Daddy, these are the pedals.
Lock it in, Eddie.
Sen,
It's haram. It's Peppa Pig.
it is Peppa Pig, correct, Amundo.
Ah, it's Peppa.
Score is 3-2. Kush, you didn't have that off the
I
top of your
wasn't
tongue?
quick, man. I wasn't quick enough.
That was iconic. That's an iconic
Yeah,
voice.
it was on the thumbnail, Kush.
All right, I've got 3 more. Kush, you still have a chance to potentially tie it if you get the next 3.
Yeah.
So the next cartoon character is...
Mommy taught me a lullaby. In English, we sing sweet
Lock it in, Eddie.
dreams. Spanish.
Oh.
Hola, soy Dora.
Yeah.
Dora the Explorer.
Dora the Explorer is correct. But man,
Nice.
you got it without the little
Yeah.
Spanish at the
Yeah,
end.
mate, absolutely.
Score is 3-3. All right, here we go.
Oh my god, I knew this day would come. Rupert, we're under attack by monsters.
That is Family Guy's. His name Steve or Stewie? One of them.
Name's Stewie.
He's a little kid, little
Chewy,
baby.
Yeah.
It is Stewie. Well done, Kush. Wowee. He's finally got a point on the board.
Well done, Kush. Well done.
But there is one remaining. Manny and Sen are on 3 points each. So, Kush, I'm going to have to ask you
Get this
in
one.
last place. No.
Okay, no.
To sure.
To please refrain.
All right, I'll refrain.
This is a head-to-head battle between the 2 juggernauts.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Listen closely. He just isn't around right now.
That was grim. That was
You
grim.
wouldn't have got that. No way.
Shit. I don't know why I buzzed that early.
That's a crazy buzzer. They had like
That was the first
2
word.
words.
He's.
Yeah.
You got to
He thought it was going to be like a really easy one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine. Can I ask for it to play it again? Or
No, no.
Nah.
All right, I'll go. It sounded like Ash Ketchum from Pokemon, so I'll say Ash Ketchum.
All right, Migs, I'm going to play you the rest of the clip,
Thank you.
and I'm going to let you to lock one in.
And he left the village for a little while. But don't worry, I'm gonna go bring.
Oh, I know who it is.
Too late.
I don't know who it is. I'm going to go Yugi Moto.
Yugi Moto is incorrect. Sen, I will let you have one more.
It's the Naruto.
Yeah, it's big Naruto.
Naruto is correct for 3. Shuriken King, what happened there?
Ah! You're right. You're right.
Thanks, Kush.
As always, this episode is sponsored by our good friends at Manscaped. Fellas blink
if you haven't purchased a Father's Day gift yet, yeah, we thought so. Today's episode is brought to you by Manscaped, the leaders in below-the-waist grooming. Maybe your pops has had a bush since the 70s, and that's okay. Our friends at Manscaped have crafted the total package for his special day. Whether it's for the boys downstairs, his beard, or even the best pair of underwear out there, Manscaped has his bases covered. Kush, have you got your Father's Day gift?
I actually haven't. I was thinking about what to get, and I wasn't sure. But now I'm thinking I have an idea. I have an idea on what to buy.
Shock. What's the idea?
And I think I'm going to head over to manscaped.com.
Is that right?
I think I'm going to head on over
Manscaped.com, you say?
Manscaped.com, and I am going to purchase a beautiful lawnmower 5.0.
But Kush, isn't it a bit weird buying a pube shaver for your dad?
You know what? That could be weird, but at the same time, it's such a extravagant, beautifully designed, and effective product.
Oh, absolutely it is.
I feel no shame. I feel nothing of the sorts like that.
I actually did run into a listener who mentioned that he bought a performance package for his dad.
Beautiful.
Last year, actually, for Father's Day.
Yeah.
And his dad is massively, appreciative of that gift. So look, if you haven't got a Father's Day gift, head on over to manscaped.com. Just have a look at the selection. What tickles your fancy.
Exactly.
Maybe it's a lawnmower. Maybe it's a beard trimmer. Exactly right. Maybe it's a pair of boxers. Maybe it's the whole shebang.
Yeah.
But if you do want to get your dad a gift and you haven't got one yet, give it a go. Manscaped does free shipping and 20% off with the code TCB. That's manscaped.com, 20% off and free shipping. Get your dad a Father's Day gift today. Alrighty, so as you can see now, we only have 3 of us. So Migs, unfortunately, has had a bit of emergency, so he's got to whisk himself away. Us 3 will be here to finish the pod.
Don't worry.
So, all right, we're going to do what your ex says about you. We did this a couple of weeks ago. Did fairly well, so we'd like to run it back. And so we're going to do a couple of different categories. What your coffee says about you, what your car says about you, what your shoes say about you. And so I said, we'll start with what your coffee says about you. And the first is iced coffee.
Iced coffee people confuse me because no matter what time of day or the weather conditions, they're always ordering an iced coffee. For me, iced coffee is very much dependent on, is it before midday and is it a nice sunny day? If it's not that, I'm not getting an iced coffee. Further to that, they're just not financially savvy. They are prepared to pay up to $2 more for the same coffee I'm getting, but just with ice.
Yeah.
It makes no sense.
Yeah, can someone riddle me why an iced coffee is more expensive than a regular coffee? I think Migs has it costs money to keep the ice machine running or something
That's
like that.
some bullshit
Which
right
is nonsense.
there. That's
The ice cubes are expensive these days.
Yeah.
Surely ice is probably the cheapest thing they have.
But
It's just water, brother. I don't know why.
when I was in Vietnam and Hong Kong, man, I was drinking iced coffees, iced teas.
Oh, yeah,
completely cold all day because it was just so humid.
Yeah.
But then there are the psychopaths who will drink an iced coffee in the dead of winter.
No.
And it's like,
What's wrong
hello?
with you?
What are you doing? What are you hiding?
See, I just don't get it. But especially the price point, man. That's such a... Because if you see them make it, it's the same shot that they're putting in my coffee.
Yeah.
That they're putting on top of ice and then just putting milk on top of.
It's actually maybe, less work potentially.
Yeah,
Way less
exactly.
work. You don't have to, froth the frother or froth the milk or anything like that.
Psychos, this people.
Yeah, I don't really understand it. But, Kush, what are piccolo drinkers? What does it say about you if you order a piccolo?
Look, we all know what a piccolo drink is. That tiny, tiny little cup, right? So you have a superiority complex. There is absolutely no doubt about that. You're compensating for something. You're like the Hulk and Danny DeVito together in one, raging for absolutely no reason whatsoever. You think that Napoleon was a great role model, but you fail to realize that Napoleon was actually a little bitch.
Okay, all right.
And I think everyone who drinks piccolo, they're always going to be odd juju. You got something where I'm looking at you and I'm being like, I'm going to take a few steps back. I don't want to engage with piccolo drinkers, especially the way they hold it. Because the cup is so tiny, you always see the pinky just flapping around the drink,
it's
man.
dangling.
It's weird. All right, it's weird. You're a weird person if you drink piccolo.
This is a bit grating to me because I am myself
You're
a piccolo drinker.
Piccolo man.
Yeah, I'm a big piccolo guy.
Yeah.
And because I don't really drink coffees usually.
Yeah.
I think I just saw one of my workmates order a piccolo and I just thought it looked really cool. I was like,
You thought it was cool,
yeah,
bro.
he just looked sick that he was holding this tiny little cup. And I was like, all right, I'll try it.
Piccolo drinkers are the biggest cowards.
That's what I think. That's what I said. They got short fuses. You know what I mean?
Why are they cowards?
Because they don't want to drink a long black. Because it's just a shot of espresso and then it's like a bit of milk.
Yeah, beautiful.
So you can't handle the proper coffee by itself. So you have to have a little dollop of milk in there to take the edge off. Cowards.
I'm two people. I'm either an espresso man or a piccolo man. Espresso's overseas because I don't want the nonsense. The coffee itself tastes bad. But I don't know, it just tastes good. I'm very, very attacked right now.
And you should. But to be honest, I actually don't hate them as much as Kush seems to hate them. I actually have a bit of respect for them, to be honest.
Napoleon role model, huh?
Bit aggressive.
By the way, Napoleon, was maybe average for his, in that day and age, potentially.
Yeah, well, his actions certainly didn't think it was.
Wasn't he a dictator, essentially?
Yeah, he pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah, it's all right.
We can
He's all right.
Right, mine is a 7-Eleven coffee. And if you drink 7-Eleven coffees, you are between the ages of 21 and 30. And you think by saving that extra $4 by ordering $1 coffees, you're one step closer to buying your own home. And you're also, I don't know, I feel like you're just the type of person to like beam request someone after a night out.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, now give me $12 for your drinks because you just think you're just financially savvy and you want to plan for your future. And it's like, brother, relax, all right? There's no need to be so stingy. How about you actually order a coffee that tastes good? But this is the worst part about 7-Eleven coffee drinkers. They will try to convince you that 7-Eleven coffee is like the nectar of the gods. Brother, it's not. Have some self-respect. Go to your local cafe and support an actual artist.
I used to work with a guy who religiously bought 7-Eleven coffees and he swore by them, like you said. Like he said they tasted so good. But he also had 2 investment properties. So maybe he was onto something. So
No, but like, it's like, dude, it's like the people who do that calculation. It's like, oh, people who spend $5 on coffee a day, maybe they hit 2, so that's $10 a day. That's $50 a week, which means it's like $2,000 a year. And it's like, dude, just chill. All right.
Yeah, but even then, like their math doesn't add up. Just buy a coffee machine and then drink at home.
No,
That'll
but
be
no.
cheap. That will be cheaper.
No, of course it will be.
Yeah.
But when you're in the office, how are you meant to get coffee from home?
Yeah. You have these like slimy geezers who are just going to 7-Eleven to get their coffee. It's like, relax.
They're just convincing themselves.
No, and they're like, nah, dude, it actually tastes good. That's their justification. It's like, it's actually really good coffee.
To be honest, it's actually not that bad.
No, it's not terrible.
It's actually not the worst. Like I've definitely had, like when you make instant coffee in the office, for example, that's dog shit.
Oh yeah, that's.
But for $1, for it to be all right, it's actually not a bad option.
No, but
I'm still choosing a barista over the 7-Eleven every day of the
No,
week.
it's just the principle of people who like, I don't know, they just want to convince you that it's good. And they're also just like, stingy. I don't know. They're frugal people.
You know what is banger? The 7-Eleven hot chocolate.
Okay, those, I'll put my hand up.
That is one of the greatest.
Unbelievable.
So good.
Whoever's in charge of 7-Eleven, they're doing a great job with their hot chocolates.
Bravo. Well done.
I recently got into like the service station hot chocolates are really good.
Yeah.
Speedway does a really good hot chocolate. Yeah. If you're ever driving through and see a Speedway, yeah, just pop in and it's $1 hot choc.
Oh, what?
Yeah, it's really good.
Now I need to try this.
All right, the next category is cars. So, Sen, we'll start off with you. What does driving a Mazda 3 say about you?
Yeah, the Mazda 3 itself is quite a reliable car. So I think the people that drive it are people who have never taken a risk in their life. And they're okay with that. They probably did business in uni. They probably work a mundane corporate job. They have enough money to go on maybe one holiday a year. And, they would consider themselves to be financially comfortable. And they're essentially just the most average person ever. The average Joe.
Wow. Again, I too drive a Mazda 3. Are you just sitting there just thinking of me and writing down the
I actually
thoughts?
did not think of you. You were the... Yeah, no, I did not think of you with this.
Look, I'd like to respectfully disagree with Mazda 3 drivers. I think they're a little bit of risk-taking, dare I suggest.
No,
Well, would you look at that? Look who's defending the Mazda 3 drivers.
No, okay. Honestly, the picture that I get of a Mazda 3, a lot of women drive Mazda 3s.
Yeah.
And there's this classic joke where it's like all the rims are always scratched. But I will say, the Mazda is a great car.
Yeah,
now,
I
I'm not
agree.
affiliated with Mazda whatsoever, but
I
I'll
would
say
love
this.
to be affiliated with Mazda.
Absolutely, I would. But I actually don't think I can stop driving Mazdas. Like, I don't think I'm ever going to drive a non-Mazda in my
What
life.
do you mean? How could it have that much of a grip on you, bro?
No.
Just glazing a car. Bro.
I'm not a car guy, but
Yeah.
I don't know. There's something about a Mazda. Like, I think it's the accelerator. What it is it's like a... Let me explain, right?
I can't even explain it.
No, I'm going to give you...
Let him explain.
I'm about to tell you why Mazda's so good, right? Regular cars with their accelerators, they kind of like hang in the air. I mean, Kush, you wouldn't understand. You wouldn't drive. You don't
Fair
drive.
enough,
So
yeah.
I'm talking to Sen here.
Crazy, Kush.
But
That's
like,
crazy. Let him talk to you like that.
Holy shit.
yeah, I don't even know why I'm arguing with the guy who doesn't have his license. But
Go back to him, Kush.
See what I said about Piccolo and short fuse?
Yeah.
regular cars have the accelerator hanging
like in the air, right? And you push down.
Oh, theirs is.
Whereas Mazdas are on the floor.
It comes from the floor.
And
Gotcha.
I don't know, my driving style, I don't know, just
you
suits
just
me.
plant your foot there.
Correct.
And, then, yeah,
and you just go up and down. Whereas like in a regular car, you're hanging, your foot's like kind of in the air. You have to do a little bit of like, I don't know, you have to have strong hips is what it feels like.
Oh, so you think? Wait, is it because you just gotten used to it, or you reckon?
I think it's that.
Yeah.
I've gotten used to it. And I think also, I don't know, the acceleration is quite smooth. Whatever. It's a good car.
Look, they're good cars, but they're boring. That's all it is. They're just boring cars.
Yeah, I'll
They'll get you
look
from
at
A
that.
to B. And they're mostly family cars as well.
Yeah.
That's true. There's no excitement there.
There's no excitement. They're full of, safety features, Kush. Love that.
Don't mind a bit of safety.
All right, yeah. Look, fair enough assessment of the Mazda 3. Kush, you got the Tesla.
Yeah. Look, Tesla drivers. To be honest, you're most probably Asian, and
Oh, Jesus. Straight off the bat.
and you got the white Tesla because you don't want to pay any more for the colors. And if you did get the red one, it's because you really wanted to stand out. And look, you might call yourself the Green Lantern because you have an eco complex about Teslas, or the other fact is it's just a status symbol for you guys. It's as simple as that. But overall, Teslas. Talking about acceleration, man. I've been a passenger in a Tesla car. The acceleration on that is beautiful, man. Nice and smooth.
Yeah.
But, I mean, look, I agree with all of that. I think people who drive Teslas are maybe a bit more frugal as well. They're the 7-Eleven coffee drinkers because they don't want to pay for petrol.
Yeah. And they make it clear why. Like they'll show you the statements of a charging station. This is how much it costed me.
Correct.
They'll make it clear that this is the month-on-month savings that they're getting.
Well, we know someone who recently bought a Tesla as well, and I'm pretty sure she said she got the white one because it was the cheapest one. So spot on there, Kush. And I was driving the other day and I saw a red, blue, and white Tesla back to back to back just on the street.
Ooh.
I think the red and the blue ones, were either white or maybe might have been Indian. The white Tesla. Asian lady.
Yep.
Dude, she was sitting like basically hunched over the steering wheel. I'm like, this is not safe.
Which
man.
color was your favorite, by the way? The Tesla one.
I actually don't rate Teslas.
You don't rate Teslas at all?
Dude, they're pretty shoddily built.
You're more of a petrol guy, isn't it?
I'm a massive petrol head. Every day of the week.
I'm an electric man. Build your dreams. BYD. Just have a look at that. That's going to come on the market and take over. BYD Seal.
Is this a car?
It's a Chinese brand.
It's a Chinese manufacturer. I
Yeah.
mean, and to be honest, they're better than Teslas. Our friend who bought the Tesla recently, she doesn't let her boyfriend drive it. And it's actually the funniest. They live together.
It's the funniest thing.
They live together and like she was going on holidays and she like changed the password of her Tesla app so like her boyfriend couldn't get into it and he couldn't drive it. It's actually ridiculous.
This boyfriend that ravenous to get inside a Tesla.
Well, no, that's the thing. He doesn't even care that much.
Yeah,
We just make fun of it.
Okay.
That she password protected her car.
Yeah. All right, mine is a Toyota Hilux. So, I mean, this is a classic of the genre. You're either a builder or a concreter. Your breakfast involves a cigarette and a Red Bull. And you most likely kind of live and breathe and die for Carl and Jackie O on Smoko. Now, your whole paycheck, where that gets fed, of course, is into more chilies and a case a night with the boys. You're either that or you're a jihadist in Afghanistan.
The Middle East's, highest selling car, I'm pretty sure.
It is.
Official car of ISIS.
Have you seen? Yeah, mate. So there's obviously something to the Toyota Hilux.
The rugged terrains, mate. They can drive through them with ease.
Indestructible, Kush.
That is true. I'm sure they must have done like RPG tests on them.
I'm pretty sure there's actual videos, I swear, you can see them getting like blown up and they're just still driving.
They just still survive. So you're either a jihadist or you're a tradie. Either of the two.
Yeah, and they're often the most aggressive drivers on the road as well, I swear. They know because they have these massive machines that often, you're going to be backing out if they're trying to, cut in front of you. I'm going to be stopping. I'm letting you go, man. I'm not taking you on. Yeah. Rages, I would say, as well.
Yeah.
They're a bit aggressive. That's what I've started like seeing this another meme on TikTok. It's like because Teslas have the automatic braking, you can just try and cut in front of them all the time because they'll brake for you. But with the Hiluxes, mate, no bingo. It's you versus them. It's a game of chicken, and they're never backing down.
And I think the last thing with the Hilux is they're often found doing 40 in a school zone as they're trying to pick up their girlfriends from high school.
Yeah, exactly right.
Why is that a thing? Why is it that tradies are often dating? Oh, no, it's because they often leave school.
No, it's because they work is from 5 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Yeah.
And then basically it means that when they get off work, so do the school kids.
No, but they actually date. I'm pretty sure there's like a thing that tradies date like high school girls.
Yeah, toolies, mate. Toolies.
Yeah,
they go to schoolies, to pick up the freshly turned 18-year-old people. Do you know why that's the case?
No, I just know it's a thing.
Well,
It's a
why tradies
stereotype.
go to like Byron Bay to schoolies?
No. I think okay, here's my hypothesis about why tradies dates like teenagers. I think it's because maybe, I'm just putting it out there, they can't get anyone their own age. And like I think like teenagers, like 18-year-old chicks, maybe find tradies cool because they've got a bit of coin on them.
Yeah.
And it's like the lifestyle or whatever.
They do have a bit of coin on them.
Yeah, they're wearing like the
Decent.
boots,
Yeah.
vest, this and that. So maybe that's just all they can get. But I don't know. This is just pure slander from my end.
Probably.
Okay, last one. Last category, shoes. Sen, please take us away with RM Williams.
Look, I'm a big RMs man, but I will say there is a stigma around the RM Williams. Often you'll find these people working exclusively in finance and big law. You can find them at Ryan's Bar on a nice Friday night. The closest they've been to a farm was in year 10 camp, and they've never worked a day of manual labor in their life. That being said, I love the RMs. But someone did recently come up to me at work and say, they looked at my RMs and like, mate, have you ever been to a farm in your life? And I looked them in the eye, I said, no, sir. But they are comfortable shoes and I will be continuing to wear them.
Yeah, you've never been to the farm, but you want to support the farm.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't think it's owned by farmers anymore. It's owned by a multi-billion-dollar private equity firm.
Yeah, didn't they sell it? They
Yeah,
sold
they
it.
sold
Well. Yeah.
it. Still, though, great shoes.
Kush, any thoughts on the RM Williams?
It's just, yeah, I think it's someone where I remember that image going to Ryan's Bar and just, it was a sea of leather over there, dude. It was like Moses parting the way, but it was just leather and leather and leather, man,
It's too
nonstop.
much.
Nah, I'm not a fan of them. I'm just not a fan of them. Yeah, you can't justify that price point. I just can't justify it.
Have you worn them?
No, I haven't worn them, so.
Then you can't comment, then you need to wear them.
Look, we've gone on this podcast ad nauseum, mate. We know where Sen stands. We know where you stand.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm an anti-RMs man myself. I've never tried them either, but I'm not going to spend $650 on shoes.
Dude, I will say I had no intention as well until you're surrounded by them pretty much every day and then it gets indoctrinated into your mind and then you go try one, you're like, fuck, this is worth
I
it.
can't get the stigma out of my mind, man. Like the,
Oh,
the
yeah,
Aarons
but-
and Jakes at Ryan Bars, gelled up,
Yeah.
you know.
Slick back.
Yeah.
Sleazy blokes.
They've got like their belts, you know, with the pants, and they're always hoisting them up everywhere they go. Like, calm down, bro. It's just
One of my friends, but the thing is, one of my mates has the brown RMs and he doesn't like them because apparently they get chipped. Like they get really, I don't know, scuffed really easily.
Yeah.
Oh.
And so he went and bought himself a pair of black RMs.
Yeah, I
you
mean,
know?
I plan to do the same as well. I want to get a black pair as well.
Wait, if they get scuffed that easily, what's the point?
Mine, I've had mine for 2 years now and they've got one little chip on them.
Do you know how that happened?
No idea.
No, but you're supposed to polish them, I think.
You're meant to
like,
polish
but no
them.
one really polish. Do you polish your shoes?
I polish my black shoes, yes.
I haven't
'Cause I don't
polished my
have
shoes
brown
either.
polish. I only have black polish.
I actually do need to clean these white sneakers, but I don't know where to get like a white polish that like works for sneakers.
Oh,
like
dude,
these.
for those, at work, I used to just get like the disinfectant wipes.
Does that do it?
Yeah, and because it's leather, you just clean the leather.
There's no polish, brother.
There's no
You're not going
polish,
to
just-
polish sneakers.
I used to the last time I polished my sneakers was like in primary school, bro. My black like
Yeah,
Yeah,
those
yeah,
black
yeah,
leather
yeah,
shoes.
yeah.
But these ones, just get the wet wipes and any kind of dirt and stuff will just go away.
because I've seen like so much discourse. People like pay $70 for like this Phillips white sneaker cleaner. I'm like, I don't want
Nah,
to
fuck that.
paying $70 for it.
I think you can just honestly use a toothbrush and like soap.
Yeah,
and
correct.
just scrub it off.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
there you go. More you know.
All right, Kush.
The Onitsuka Tigers. The Onitsuka Tigers. If you're wearing them, you are one stylish motherfucker. I'll tell you that right now. My God, you aren't afraid to put a little bit of money on that drip because of those shoes. And look, honestly, with these Onitsuka Tigers, I will say one thing. They
Can we
have
just call them tigers?
Yeah.
no.
Onitsuka TM.
No. I'm gonna keep calling them
Full
Onitsuka
gubby.
Tigers, bro. If you have the Onitsuka Tigers Mexico 66 or the Totikins as they're labeled, by the way, brilliant names, I have to say.
They are nice.
You are probably very close friends with your barber, given how often you visit them, you know? Look, in the end, I think if you're wearing these Onitsuka Tigers, you are you are one very, very stylish person. Honestly, I'm a big fan of these shoes.
Do you own a pair?
I do not, but I'm trying to. I want to get a pair of them. But I don't. The one that I want aren't available here in Sydney, I believe. They're available in Manila, in the Philippines.
I thought, well, firstly, we're going to Japan, so maybe we can try, because they're from Japan, right?
Oh, yeah, they are. Yeah,
so we'll try and find. But I thought Onitsuka TM went out of business a long time, because I haven't seen Tigers in a long time.
Yeah, they actually, I think Adidas took over for a bit.
Ah.
But now people, they don't like the Sambas. They don't like Adidas. They've gone back, you know? It's like, it's always a cycle, man.
Wait,
You know?
ever since we spoke about the Sambas a few weeks ago, now I'm seeing it everywhere. Now.
I told
Everyone's
you,
wearing
man.
Sambas.
Yeah.
They're everywhere, dude. And it's becoming too much. The white Sambas especially,
It's
everyone's
like the
wearing that.
blue ones that I see everywhere.
Those aren't Sambas. Those are the Specials, I believe. Yeah.
Sure.
The Adidas.
Are you a shoe guy, Kush? I didn't
Yeah, I
pick you
don't-
for a shoe guy.
I'm a little bit now. I've been researching some of the shoes now these days.
Little sneakerhead.
And I wouldn't mind some Onitsuka Tigers if you're listening out there, Onitsuka, you know? Wouldn't mind a couple of them.
Go online and buy them, bro. What are you talking about?
No, they are kind of pricey.
How much?
I think it's around $200.
Seriously?
Yeah, $200. Yeah.
I think I'm really confused about like what a reasonable price to pay for shoes are these days. Because you hear an RM 650, like the running shoes that I bought,
Yeah.
they're Asics trainers and they're like 260. And then like New Balance will be like 140 to 160. And I'm like,
I think for
how
sneakers,
much?
anyway, for 200 to 300, I reckon is decent, like reasonable.
I feel like 200 is the tipping point for me for a sneaker. I
What
don't
do you mean
think
tipping point?
I don't want to pay any more
Any
than
more than
200.
Oh, so that's
yeah.
like your upper limit.
That's my limit for sneakers, yeah.
Yeah, see, this is the thing. Like, I honestly thought 150 was where I was sitting at as like a how much I should pay for shoes. But I don't think, I'm like saying, you can't even find shoes for under 200 anymore
Yeah,
that are like good.
literally impossible.
It's crazy. Back in the day, man, when you were naive little children who didn't care about the fit, you know, you'd go to Kmart, get $6 van copies, call it a day.
The Ravens.
The Ravens. That's
Oh,
it,
yeah.
the
Ravens, man,
Dude, they used to
myself.
cut my feet off so much.
They were so bad.
Dude, they were uncomfortable. dude.
Blisters galore. I was getting blisters I
There
didn't
was
even
just-
know you could get blisters
There
over
was
there.
no arch support on the Ravens, dude.
It's just a
I
slap
think
of
that's why my
concrete.
feet are fucked up now.
I used to wear them without shoes. I used to just chuck Ravens on like without socks. Sorry.
Oh,
I
that's
should say.
even worse.
Yeah. And so they did
That's
some
shat.
serious damage on me for sure. But the final one I've got is Crocs. And look, Crocs have made a massive resurgence back in the day.
I hate it.
I think you're probably between like 21 to 30. You're definitely, Gen Z.
Gen Z.
Yeah.
Gen Z for sure.
Yeah.
And I think you started wearing them ironically, but then you realize that they're actually pretty comfortable and then you never stop wearing them since. And I think the main thing is like you're a pretty chill operator, but the problem is you've spent more on the accessories
Yeah.
than the bloody Crocs themselves.
Can we talk about what are they, pins or something that go in them?
Dude, the Crocs have the holes on them. Have you seen this, Kush?
Yeah, I've
They
seen
got the
them.
holes on them and then suddenly everyone's just popped in like,
Shoving shit in there.
yeah, yeah. They're like little badges. I don't know how to
But
describe them.
Are they officially made by Crocs or are they aftermarket, third party?
There's both. It's mainly third
Modded.
party though. Mainly third. I don't get it, man. Like they've put so many accessories.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
crazy. Like it's legit. I can start customizing accessory on accessory.
No, but there's so many accessories in the holes that basically at this point, it's covered now.
Yeah.
Just get a normal shoe at this point.
Yeah.
you can put a fucking ACOG site on that hole, dude.
I don't know. I just can't get into Crocs, man. Growing up, Crocs was always frowned upon and
was
laughed
shunned.
at. So like after that many years of it just being laughed at, I can't take it seriously now.
They just don't look. Man, if you're choosing Crocs and Birks, I think they're always the two competitors when it comes to these. I'm going for Birks, man.
Have you seen the new Birks version of the Crocs? I think it's called the Bostons. Our friend Rohan was wearing it the other night.
Oh, yes, I do see
They
that.
look fucking silly, bro. They look so unserious. They look like the clogs. You know how like the Dutch people wear clogs?
Yeah.
They look like that, bro. I couldn't take the man seriously.
I'm a fiend for both the Birks, the Bostons, or whatever they're called. I love them.
Yeah.
And I like the Crocs as well. I do. I don't own a pair, but I was searching desperately in Vietnam for a pair of fake Crocs.
Are Crocs even expensive? They're like what? Surely they're less than. They have to be less than 100.
They're definitely cheaper than
It's just
Birks.
rubber, bro.
Surely.
They're not cheaper than 100.
Okay, let me look this
Let's
up.
have a
While
quick
you
look.
talk, I'll look this up.
I believe. Okay, if I'm going to take a guess on how much Crocs are, I think they're like 120, 140, which will be outrageous.
Is there
But
different like models of Crocs?
Well, there's a
Nah,
50%
dude,
off
they're-
sale right now on Crocs.
is
Yeah,
it
you can get it for
Yeah,
80
yeah,
bucks. The classic is 80 bucks.
really?
Classic
Yeah.
clogs. Yeah. If you want a lined version, that's around $90.
Mate, on the iconic, it's 60 bucks.
There's platform Crocs.
Sorry?
There's like a high heel Crocs.
Yeah. Holy shit.
But there's no way you'd be paying over $100 for Crocs.
Oh,
I'm
no
sorry,
way.
respectfully.
What, not these, they call a stomp. Stomp Queen
Croc stomp.
Is that not shots?
Look how big they are, bro.
They look goofy, bro.
You're
I'm
wearing
sorry.
Megatron
But
on
the
your
thing
feet.
is- the thing is, Crocs are really comfy though. That's the problem.
Yeah, but they're rubber at the end of the day, so they shouldn't be any more.
To be fair, that looks hella comfy, bro. Can you imagine wearing
yeah,
this?
that would be pretty.
Show me what's the
It's
model.
called a
much?
cozy sandal. That
Yeah,
looks
yeah.
hella comfy.
How much,
man.
Kush?
I think this was $90. Yeah.
But what's wrong with Crocs? I don't see what's wrong with Crocs, respectfully.
Well, they look silly, but again, it's just that when people have been calling it, and Kush, you might have to bleep this out, when people have been calling it for like literally the first 20 years of my life, it's
Yeah.
hard for me to now turn around and be like, yeah, these are actually pretty cool.
Dude, there's a massive stigma about it, man. I remember back in like high school, dude. Anyone wearing Crocs, bro, you'd be beaten up.
Did you hear the story about how Crocs like became relevant again?
No.
So like the founder of Crocs, or I don't know, some like executive at Crocs, basically like was like, oh, I got to make them popular. So they started doing these collaborations with like Post Malone, all these like super like these high end
Relevant
artists
people.
and relevant people who started wearing Crocs, and I think that's got it back into the zeitgeist.
Well, that makes sense.
But I don't wear it because it looks cool. I think it's just
Comfort.
comfy and like I don't know, like I wear Birks everywhere, literally everywhere. And Crocs is essentially another level of that, but Birks are like slightly
Nah.
uncomfortable.
Birks are cooler than Crocs.
They have a better design.
They have a
100%.
way better
Yeah.
design. I just can't take Crocs seriously.
Well, we have one of our
It looks like children's shoes.
Is it also the name potentially?
Yeah, and the Crocs, the logo. It's like a poor man's Lacoste.
one of our mates in our Rogues tag team. She wears her Crocs every single day
Yeah.
with the little
And
bling
she's
bling
got, like,
accessories.
yeah.
With she's got like KFC accessories. Look, I don't care for the accessories whatsoever.
I cannot.
I think that's why as well. The accessories makes it more childish.
How are you putting accessories on your shoes, bro? Your shoes do not need attachments, all right?
But I don't mind it. I think I mean I could get around it potentially. Like I could be swayed to get an accessory or two. But I thought this is right in your wheelhouse, boys. You love like your Fortnite skins, NBA skins.
No, but
that's all accessories.
but they're virtual characters.
Yeah. Or even
I wouldn't dress up like my NBA 2K character. You know what I mean?
green hair.
Yeah, exactly.
Some
Massive
afro.
arm sleeves, neck tattoos.
we can agree to disagree. But that's the end of the segment. Look, let us know if you want us to rate any other particular categories or items in that category, and if we got them right or not. Please let us know.
Wowie, what an episode, I gotta say. Very enjoyable. Manny is still not back. We pray for him. Wish him all the best. Boys, any other thoughts? Or should we just let the listeners know where they should find us?
Let's just let them know.
Beautiful. Thank you. Great. Great improv
You made
there,
it sound
Kush.
like Miguel was like actual dying or something. We pray for him.
Please send your thoughts and prayers to Miguel. Hashtag pray for Miguel. You can find the rest of our episodes on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Go check out our full episodes on YouTube and follow us on Instagram and TikTok, and we'll catch you next week.